Hey, good morning, guys. How are you guys in the chat doing today? Man, old Coop's cold today. Let me tell you. Wound up getting down to 32 last night, and it's already back up to 50 here by 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope all you guys out there are staying nice and warm if you're in these cold climates right now. If you guys are over there where it's hot and shit, well, stay cool. Stay cool, my friends. Oh, good morning, my favorite sons. Harry's in the house. Miss Nancy, Lisa, good morning. Good morning. Paul Voss, how you doing, brother? There's Miss Susie. Oh, my. Cynthia's in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Torhild, Jack, welcome back, brother. I know you wasn't feeling good yesterday. I hope you're feeling better today. Yes. Lynn, how you doing? How you doing? Simba, how you doing? How you doing? Cat, how you doing? Good morning. Papa Jim, good morning, sir. How you doing? All right. We just got all kinds of goody stuff rolling in today, boy. Let me tell you. We got 88 strong right now, and Coop's only been going for 4 minutes. Wow. So, guys and gals, for everybody that's just popped in this morning watching what's going on, please hit that like button. Teach old ScrewTube to send us out into the interwebs. Thank you very much. And if you got just a few minutes of your time, please grab the link and share it on all your social media sites. It helps the family grow. Well, it helps the community grow. All right. Come on back here. Come on. Good morning, Shell Bell. How you doing? I saw Master Piko roll up in here. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. You got that right. I have some plans for this weekend. Let me tell you guys, I've been slacking when it comes to my shop duties. And I've got a project that I've been working on that I really need to get done. But the weather hasn't been cooperative. I've got to get a piece of wood cut and painted and sanded so I can get it on my CNC. I've got a special person out there that I'm working on this for, and I got to get it done. I really got to get it done. Yeah. Good morning, Frankie. How you doing, boy? Minnesota. Yeah, I bet you guys are cold up there. Yeah, that's some cold stuff up there. You guys get that. You don't get inches of snow up there. You get feet of snow. I mean, my goodness. Oh, who else we got in here? Oh, Miss Karen's Books. How you doing, girl? Good morning. Glad to see you. Colleen was almost one of the first ones in chat this morning. Congratulations. Welcome. Now, why in the world I just said congratulations, I have no idea. That's insane. Oh, who else we got in here? Let's get this thing caught up and see what we got going on. Oh, my goodness. D spills the tea. Come rolling in with 5 gifted memberships. Woman, thank you so much, D. That's amazing of you, girl. I appreciate it. Oh, John got one. Almost Boomercraft got one. Lisa got one. Jamie got one. Wow. Oh, Jan got one. And so did, what's that, Daryl? Come back here. I think it's Daryl. I don't know. Bradshaw. Yeah, Daryl Bradshaw. Welcome to Kooks, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much, D. Means a lot to me, girly girl. Good morning, Joey Fleetwood. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Quill Worker, good morning. Wow, we're rolling on up in here. We got 117 fabulous souls hanging out with us. Yes, we do. And man, we got some stuff to talk about today. Let me tell you guys. Holy cow. They are eating themselves alive over there in the anti-WhatTheHales ecosystem. I'm telling you, boy, 4 hours out of that whole 4 hours of stream she did last night, I bet you there was probably maybe 20 minutes of that whole 4 hours that was talking about something other than what's going on with them. It is hilarious. It seems like a lot of these mods are tired of the drama. They're tired of the crap. It's just it's rerun over and over and over. And they've basically told Lisa they wanted her to stop. You know, they don't want to be around it. And Lisa, I guess, just doesn't take the hint. But of course, you know, this is her cash cow. This is how she makes her money. You know, that's the reason she jumped on this drama train. All about the money. It never was about Lynette and Crook and that child. Never was. It's all about going after Jeremy Hales and trying to hurt Jeremy Hales the best way she can. But yeah. All right. We got some more people joined. We've got 137 people in here. We haven't even been going 10 minutes. So guys and gals, please, for everybody just joined, hit that like button. All right. We got Miyagi in the house. Good morning, girl. What you doing up this early? You should be sawing logs over there, chilling. By the way, we're going to be playing your latest here in just a little while. I got you queued up, all ready to go. All right. Dwayne. Good morning, Dwayne. Missed you yesterday, brother. And if you popped in yesterday and I didn't see you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who else we got in here? There's Mr. Jack. I hope he's feeling better. Big Dirt. What's up, brother? What's up? All right. All right. All right. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Oh, what do we got here? Who is this? Why isn't my chat moving? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Harry, good morning. How you doing? Karen's Books. Yep. Done said good morning to her. Colleen and Nancy and Brenda. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, that didn't come up on my thing. I wonder why that didn't come up. Who sent that? Oh, it's Bunsen. Bunsen, where are you at? Let me find you here. Wow, it didn't come up. Bunsen's been a member for 4 months of Coop's Kooks. Welcome aboard. Thank you, Bunsen. Wow. Maybe it'll come up later on into the chat. Terry, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Marta's in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, guys and gals, we got some treats for you today. Yes, we do. Of course, we're going to be talking about the separation of fate and state over there. Oh, my goodness. You know, I was sitting here thinking about this the other day. It was a couple of nights ago. Lisa was live, and she was discussing old MrCoop a little bit. She says, you know, there's this pyramid, and you got Jeremy Hales at the top. You got Tug and Megan, and then it dwindles on down to where she's at on this pyramid. And me, I'm at the very bottom. I'm irrelevant. I don't matter. I'm irrelevant. I found that kind of odd. If I'm so irrelevant, why is my name on her lips? Why does she have to keep talking about me? I mean, I don't care. She can talk about me all she wants. I don't mind one bit. It doesn't bother me. I have thick skin. But yeah, they were on the subject yesterday of talking about my 3D printers. And they were making fun of the pictures I was showing you guys yesterday, which is absolutely hilarious. You know, they can make fun of whatever they want. I make fun of them all the time. But I thought it was pretty cool. They want to enforce this whole idea that George is wearing these wigs because Jeremy is telling her to, making her wear these wigs to mimic old doofus Leslie. That could be farther than the truth. George has done explained herself many times on this. She wears the wigs because they're hilarious. Okay, they're fun. Has nothing to do with Leslie. Leslie wasn't even in the picture when George started wearing these wigs. It's just comical. Listen to how she spins all of this garbage. It's just absolutely hilarious. Oh my God. Who else we got in here? Oh, Philip, good morning. How you doing, bud? How you doing? Here and After's in the house. I think I saw Shell Bell a while ago too. Good morning, girl. Purple Peacock. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Randy's up in the house. Yes, yes. There's Miyagi again saying good morning to Susie. Oh my. We got so many fabulous souls rolling up in here. Yeah, we're gonna start talking here in just a little bit. Right now, we're just getting all the hellos, good mornings, and how you doings out of the way. Oh my. But yeah, I'm glad to hear Tug is feeling better today. Uh, I know he's been having some issues with his health here lately, and I just hope and have him in my thoughts every day that he gets to feeling better, because there's nothing like getting older and all this stuff starts happening to you. I know that over the past 5 years, I've really been feeling things myself. Uh, Nothing major, nothing that doctors can't hand out some medication for, but still, I never thought when I was younger, that I would be going through what my parents said, just wait till you're my age. And, I always had Peter Pan syndrome, never grow up, never grow old. Well, about the time I hit 55, that's when I started feeling all the aches and pains of getting older. Here we go. We got Jack Mills rolling in. Coop, Felisa has shite for brains. Brother, you're preaching it to the choir. We all know that. We all know she is nothing but a huge drama factory. She's figured out spreading hate is her bread and butter. The funny thing is, her bread and butter consisted of one super chat last night for $10. Right, boys and girls. She's run off all of her major donors, all of the people that she was pulling the heartstrings on that were giving her huge amounts of money. She's run off. She's blocked them. She's blocked their email addresses. She won't talk to them at all. And then she wants to turn around and say that her downfall of monetization is due to all of us over here. I kind of find that funny to believe, because if it weren't for Jeremy Hales, she wouldn't have made over 100K last year in donations. I mean, think about that for a minute. So how can she be sitting there saying that we're hurting her business when her entire business revolves around talking crap about all of us? And I'm not talking about creators. I'm talking about you guys in the chat too. She has no love for anyone that supports Jeremy Hales whatsoever. And that's the amusing part right there. How can you sit there and say that these people are hurting your business when all of these people are your business? Because think about it. If we all just disappeared, I'm talking Tug, Megan, Shizzy, Jay, me, you guys in the chat, Jeremy, if we all just disappeared, how would she be making money? How would she explain that? Something to think about. These are the things I don't think she really thinks about. But you guys all think the way I do, I think. She makes stuff up. She's got to be dramatic. She's got to be that drama queen for her little bit of an audience that she has left. And that's sad. That's really sad that the few people that actually support her are now fighting against her. A big majority of them are fighting against her. Wow. I don't know exactly what happened with the Robbie thing. I really don't care. It's none of my business. But straight up, she did it to herself. Here and after, what you got to say? MrCoop's printer. Thank you so much, Here and After, for the 3D printer fund. Much appreciated, girl. Yeah, they were talking about that last night. I was brought up, I guess, little Miss Tammy sitting out there. So all you guys, throw some waves up in the chat. Wave to Tammy. She's watching. Trust me, she's watching. Yeah, they had to talk about the little figurines I was showing you guys yesterday of Felisa and Tug and Megan, Jeremy and George. The one they had the most problem with was George's, where she's dressed in the green wig with the damn, he called it goggles. It's not goggles. It's a superhero mask, dummy. I mean, I think they're funny. I didn't create these for no reason. I created them for a reason. Okay. People either want them and buy them or not. That'll be up to them. But I'm creating them to make keychains out of them for Jeremy and George if they want them. Okay. I think they're fun. They're adding a little humor to what can be a very stressful thing for some people. She did bring up the fact that she's got a $4 million lawsuit against her, but yet she can't shut her trap. Every day she goes live and gives Jeremy more and more evidence. It's unreal. Oh, what do we got here? We got Kevin come rolling in. $5. Some people need psychiatric evaluations. I don't think they need an evaluation. I think they need to go straight to the rubber room. Pass go straight to the rubber room. These people are crazy. Screenshot this. What you got to say? They're just mad because you EMEET, what? The most beautiful memorial. Oh, you made the most beautiful memorial for the memorial in all of Florida. Right? I mean, she's still on that kick again about that memorial. She just can't get that out of her head. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you so much here and after. I'm sorry I got behind on my buttons.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. But yeah, she just, I don't know. I guess yesterday was supposed to be the day that they were supposed to put the memorial out for this guy that passed away. And because of Jeremy's yard ornaments that he's placed on his own property, for some reason that stopped the whole memorial being placed out at the scene. I'm trying to figure out why. It's not like Jeremy is sitting down there watching everything that goes on. It's not like there's a million people hanging around the memorial for the memorial, taking pictures and stuff. So what's placing it yesterday as opposed to placing it a month from now? I'll tell you why. My opinion, there is no memorial. There is no bench. Because, I mean, sitting there trying to say that they were going to do it yesterday on this man's birthday and then not doing it because of the yard ornaments that Jeremy placed out, that's pretty stupid if you ask me. Because like I said, what's the reason for yesterday as opposed to any other day? Susie, what you got to say for electric bill to run printer? Thank you so much, Susie, for the $19.99 super chat, girl. I love it. Yep, it absolutely drives them insane. But she did say,
thank you, my friend.
Good. Maybe Coop can hook up with Stacy with the 3D printers. Oh, maybe I might just do that. Lisa. I might just contact Stacy. Why? One, she does have experience with 3D printers, and I do not. And two, just to chap your backside. That would be the reason why. Just because it would get under your skin. Hell, maybe I'll do a whole stream with me and Stacy playing with 3D printers. What do you guys think in the chat about that? Just to get under Lisa's skin. We'll come on here. We'll talk 3D printers, and we won't talk about anything else but 3D printers. So, hey, guys, fill the chat up with me with the little wavy emoji if you got it on your computer or your phone. Because we got to wave to Tammy because we know she's sitting out there watching. She can easily come in and say hello. We're not going to bite her head off. We're not going to block her as long as she's nice. Oh, what's James got to say? Excuses, and more excuses, right? Right, James? There's always an excuse. I still have not seen a picture of this memorial. Good morning, Yamaha. How you doing? They said, what? come back here so I can read Yamaha stuff. What you got to say? They said, what? Of course, they're going to do it yesterday, but let me guess. JH ruined it all. Lying POSs right on, right on Yamaha. Exactly. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. It's always with them. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Oh man, they just can't help themselves. What you got to say, Shell Bell? Good morning. Thank you for the $5 super chat, and that will go perfect for the 3D printer fund. Now, guys, be nice to Shell Bell. Okay, she's in here. She's done nothing wrong to be in here. She has been supporting us by showing up and listening. I know that people have mixed feelings on a lot of stuff, but as long as she's nice in here, she is more than welcome to be here. So, and as far as I know, she's never said anything bad in the chat. So please, guys, welcome her with open arms until we don't have to. And I don't think we're ever going to have a reason not to welcome her. All right. Let's see. Let's get caught up here a little bit. Look at all them little wavy hands in the chat. Man, oh man. That's something else. Thank you so much, Shell Bell, for the $5 super chat, girl. Much appreciated. It sure is. Thank you for supporting the channel. Dangerous Waves says. Oh, what do we got here? We got Kevin became a member, leveled up to Kooks XLs. Welcome aboard, Kevin. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, my friend.
Welcome to the jungle. And just so everybody knows, Miss Shell Bell actually became a member yesterday or the day before, one of the two. And not only did she become a member, she leveled up to the Kooks XLs. So if that's not supporting our channel, I don't know what is. Okay. Oh, sounds of balls, Jack Miles. And all, hey, Yamaha says. There we go. We'll put you up on the screen there, Yamaha, so everybody sees that you're telling everybody hello. Welcome aboard, brother. Welcome aboard. All right, guys and gals, we got 270 fabulous souls hanging out with us, chit-chatting about whatever we want to chit-chat about. So if you guys don't mind, please hit that like button, even the dislike button if you want to. Doesn't matter. It all works the same. Okay? It tells YouTube, hey, people are over here wanting to listen to this. Let's ship him out into the interwebs. All right. Oh, Jen Hell 73. How you doing? Everyone, please be praying for me and my family. My father-in-law passed out on Wednesday, and I had to call 911. We just found out his heart is only working at 40%. Well, you're in our thoughts there, Jen. You're in our thoughts. I hope everything works out all right. I really do. It's sad when anybody has a family member, that's going down with something. So, yeah, you're in our thoughts, girly girl. I hope everything turns out all right for you. I sure do. So you guys keep Jen and her father in-law in your prayers and your thoughts. All right. Okay, let's get caught up here a little bit. Everybody's still throwing them hands up, waving at Tammy. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Man, I'm glad today is Friday, guys. It's not really easy sitting here every day because, you're chained to the chair for 2 hours, which, don't get me wrong, I do not mind at all. But in order to keep this show rolling, okay, I can't get up until it's over. So it takes a little bit of a toll on you because I'm a pretty active person sometimes. I do a lot of stuff out in my shop. So for me to sit here for 2 hours, it gets a little weary on your body. My old chair, I'm going to have to upgrade here soon because I think my backside has kind of wore the seat cushion out a little bit. But hey, I love it. And oh, here we got little Daisy come to say, hey, Dad, you want now? You got to go potty? Huh? No? You want to go? All right, let's see. Come on. All right. Daisy dog is out running in the sun. Yesterday, she couldn't go out and lay in the sun because we didn't have any sun. Today, we got plenty of sunshine, and she loves it because she'll go out there, lay right in the middle of the yard, and that old sun will just warm her coat up, and she absolutely loves it. All right. I have distinct feelings about only 5 people that side from that side, Jack says. I have them blocked. Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, if you want to block people, that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody's still saying good morning. Jen, need prayers, please. My father-in-law. We got you, girl. We got you. Everybody's sending prayers. I hope everything works out for you, girly girl. I sure do. All right, let's get on up here. Wow. All right. Screenshot. This is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Joan, how you doing? How you doing? I have been very welcomed. Everyone is nice. Thank you, Shell Bell says. Well, everybody's welcome here. Everybody has their own opinions. Not everybody doesn't necessarily feel the same way about some of the issues we talk about, and that's okay. That's okay. That's the good part about being able to debate, and talk about things. Some people, are just so hard-headed you're not going to change their mind. Some people, with a good debate, you might come out with some common ground somewhere. Okay? That's the way I look at it. But when people start throwing names and cuss words out and screaming and crying and just really going nuts, that's when the debate goes from something civil to just idiot, just stupidity. You're never going to solve anything yelling and screaming. It's just not going to happen. At that point, if you think you're going to start cussing, yelling, and screaming, you might as well just walk away from the conversation because you're not going to get anywhere because the other person's not going to listen to you. That's just how that works. All right, Frankie, what you got to say? They're making big deal over the memorial as the mother who lost 2 teenagers in a car accident in 2006. I can tell you personal memories mean more than a memorial, right? She's just using this as a form of drama to keep things going. If they truly wanted to place the memorial, they wouldn't care anything about anyone else. They would just place it. I would not care if it was atheist standing there while I placed a cross for my loved one. I would not care. Okay. I'm there for a specific reason, and that's to place a memorial in remembrance of a loved one. I would not care one bit about Jeremy placing yard ornaments on his property. But for some reason, it absolutely chaps her backside, and I don't understand why. Unless she's trying to drive that point that Jeremy's evil. You don't want to look at his memorial for the memorial. Don't look at it. That's how easy that is. I mean, these guys are acting like children. They're acting like children. She's sitting there, how hateful we are. How hateful. How is it hateful to make fun of someone? That's what it all boils down to. It's got nothing to do with those people and their loved one that passed away. It's got to do with the fact that she's trying to push a narrative. And the only ones buying her BS are the few people in her chat that listen to it. Nobody else is listening to it. I mean, you've got thousands and thousands of us over here that support Jeremy Hales and what he's going through. She can't stand that. She absolutely cannot stand it. Because remember, guys, this is not about an elderly couple trying to raise a sickly child. No, that disappeared a long time ago when she turned like a shark on Lynette and Crook. Well, she didn't turn on Crook. She turned on Lynette. She does not care about those people at all. It's all about spreading as much hatred towards Jeremy Hale as if she could possibly can. That's what's got her in a $4 million lawsuit. That's why she's in a $4 million lawsuit. It's because she can't stand Jeremy Hales. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, she would have more respect out of people if she just came out and told the truth. The whole reason she's doing this is because she hates Jeremy Hales. But she's not going to do that. That would destroy her whole little narrative. Well, hey, all the people on this side of the fence, we're not stupid. We see what she's doing. We see what she's about. And it's mind-blowing listening to them. Let's get caught up again, guys, because man, I'm way behind. You guys are blowing me up here. I got off on my little tangent there and just forgot all about the chat for a second. I apologize, guys. Oh, Photo Lady. Good morning, Dangerous Waves. Tor Hill, Joan, Hagman, Sounds of Boss, and who's the last one? Spirit Walker, she says. All right. What's Mary got to say? It has nothing to do with the one that passed away. It's just making fun of the memorial that she raised money for and never produced it. You hit that right on the head there, Mary. Exactly. That is exactly what it's about. That's the reason why you guys in the chat, you guys hired me basically to make what I made. Okay. Mocking her has nothing to do with the family. I don't know the family, and I feel sorry for them that they lost a loved one. I never want to see anyone get unalived for any reason. But at the end of the day, you are exactly right, Mary. This is all about her scamming people for thousands of dollars, which, by the way, while we're talking about this right now, you guys cannot miss D Spills the Tea on Saturday at 3:15 or 3:45. It's one of the two. I can't remember. She's literally doing an interview that you guys do not want to miss. This interview has been recorded and it will be on her channel, and you guys will get to hear the whole thing. And this donor was part of that memorial that never was. And she contributed the most money of anyone that contributed money. So you do not want to miss that. And so, mods, if you don't mind, post these link. Let's make sure that everybody gets over there and everybody sets a reminder so they get reminded, because you don't want to miss this. It's going to be a fabulous. What you got to say, Yamaha? That's been her narrative and what her channel has become about. She says that she's exploring or exposing the truth. No. All she does is spin, twist, lie. Flea is a BS drama channel. Right. Now, she wants to talk about, what'd you just say there, Yamaha? Exposing the truth. Well, that's pretty much what I try and do about her almost continuously. I hear her bullshit coming out of her mouth, and one, I got to make fun of it because it's funny. And two, I got to expose the lies. It's plain and simple. So what are they going to, every time somebody takes something new to the memorial, for the memorial that never was, they're just going to keep extending that time of placing the memorial that never was? Is that the role that we're going to see? That it's just never going to get placed? It's always going to be an excuse for it not to get placed? Because that's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. All right, let's catch up. Thank you for your comment there, Yamaha. You nailed it, brother. You nailed it. All right. Sharon, what you got to say? Truth is, your followers, Shizzy Nuts, Tug, Megan, and JJ Bean all came together, showed Waller's scamming. Right, Sharon? Right. Okay, we'll get caught up again. See if I can't, because see, when I stop the chat on my side so it doesn't roll by as I'm reading it, then the chat gets behind. So I got to read a little faster. Jack, what you got to say, brother? Hey, I'm an OG metalhead. Oh, are you? Fleesa, a BS wannabe groupie, right? Yeah, she talks about her being into the music industry. I'm kind of questioning that. If she was low level junk, is what she was. I mean, she talks about knowing all this stuff about marketing and PR. Well, if she was so successful, why is she still not in it? That's my question. I mean, apparently that kind of position, they must have made pretty good money. I mean, a PR firm, they must make good money. So why isn't she still doing it? Huh. That's a question you need to be asking yourself, guys. Why isn't she still doing it? All right. Flea must be a great twister player. Right, Frankie? Right? Oh, let's get our notes up here for a minute. See what we got going on with the notes that I took this morning. This morning. Next dailies. Okay, we talked about that. Oh, the Flutter stuff. It's Fluttergate, boys and girls. Fluttergate. Yeah, let's talk about that. She popped up in Stacy's chat. Now get this. She pops up in Stacy's chat. And she said, all she said was hi. Have a nice show or something to that effect. And then Stacy just went off on her. Well, here's the whole thing in a nutshell, guys. She knew that there was tension there. She knew that there was animosity. She popped into the chat on purpose to create a situation so she could sit back and now play the victim. She knew what was going to happen when she popped in there. Okay, what you got to say, Susie, with that $10 super chat, girly girl? Love you so much. Yes, I do. Oh, Fleece likely was allowed to lick their boots, right? Oh, you must be talking about when she was modding for Jeremy now. I think that's a lot got to do with it. I think a lot of it was jealousy. I don't think it had anything to do with Robbie and Jeremy having a falling out. I don't think it had anything to do with Guapo. I just think she has a stick up her ass and she's upset at Jeremy. That's the bottom line of it. And the funny part is, the most hilarious part is she's taken this stance of hating Jeremy Hales to the point that it's put her in a $4 million lawsuit. Now, tell me that ain't some karma having some shit to do with it. Now, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, if the walrus was thoughtful and not a scammer, I guess no one would need to debunk or bother with her. Right. Exactly. I mean, guys, I don't know what I'd be doing if Lisa wasn't out there running her pie hole and Leslie that hadn't popped up running her pie hole. Hey, I'd be talking about other stuff. I wouldn't be talking about her. Okay, what do we got here? Randy, what you got to say? If she was successful in music industry, how do you get evicted from several properties? Right? Right, Randy? Because, yeah, we know she has a really bad track record when it comes to staying in homes and paying for her bills. Oh, Susie come rolling in with a $2 super chat. Cool. Fleece working with rockers. Yeah, you got that, Susie. Thank you so much, Susie, for the $10 super chat and the $2 super chat.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much, girly girl. Oh, let's go see pre-drop because there is no bench. That's why. Oh, okay. Chat with expand. How dare you? More yard ornaments. I mean, guys, this was 2 hours, or no, excuse me, 4 hours of complaining about Stacy and Flutter. And the funny part about all of it, talking about Jeremy took a back seat. She didn't talk about him hardly at all. She did say that he hasn't posted anything derogatory. Well, he's focusing on his business. He's got a lot of gold he's got to push. You know, he's coming up to an auction where he's got a lot of money on the line. So, yeah, I don't blame him for posting, stuff about his upcoming whatnots and all of his gold stuff. Oh, come back. What you got to say? George, what you got to say? I think it's interesting how Leslie's husband helped create the Backstreet Boys, something like that, and Lisa claims to come from the music industry. Some really weird stuff there, right? Right? But now we don't know what this clown actually did in the music industry, talking about Doritos Boy. Nobody has found out what he specialized. He could have been the one writing the contracts that screwed all of those boy bands out of money, for all we know. We don't know what he did for them. But since he's a lawyer, I would say it's probably a bunch of underhanded shit. That would probably be my guess. But who knows? Ohio, what you got to say? Good morning. Almost noon here. Right on, right on. It's almost noon for me here in Florida, too. Welcome aboard, Ohio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Georgina, good morning, Paul says. Good morning, Georgina. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Let's get back over here to the notes. Heartwarming people, heartwarming people, helping people in need, more like suffering. Leashes, back pocket. Yep. Stuffing leash. She was talking about all these people being so overwhelmed with love and generosity, you know, donating for all these projects that she calls them. Actually, it wasn't that. It was a way she could stuff her back pockets with other people's money. That's exactly what it was. She made mention last night that money, she's got money. Well, hell yes, she's got money. She got a lot of money. She took in a lot of money last year. A lot. Between her super chats, her Venmos, and whatever else she could get, and her donations, she took in a lot of money at the end of 2024 and all of last year until she ran her donors off. Once she ran her donors off, that was into that. Now she's lucky to see a few dollars, you know, here and there. But boy, it sure chaps her butt when Miss Megan gets out there and pushes for breadsticks. She sure gets under her skin with that. Tug, you know, when people send him super chats, it really gets under her butt. Sure does. Stuff those pockets, Susie said. Oh, my hashtag queen's rolling today. Get her, get her, get her, Susie. We are hateful. They put a stick with Bigfoot flipping people off is a proper loving memorial. Right? Right? Right, Kaylee? Carly? Right? 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 Oh, my goodness. They just can't help themselves. They can't help themselves at all. All right. What else we got here? Sharon, what you got to say? We have 12 inches of snow. Ooh, here with more on the way. Last year we had so much snow, the snow shovel never any. Right? Right? Well, you guys be safe up there where it's really cold and everything. If you haven't gotten out and got you your bread and your beans and stuff for the winter days, you might want to get out there and get it before it gets really, really, really bad. All right. On back to the notes. Well, you know, I'm going to take a break for this stuff a minute. I think I'm going to play Miyagi's video from last night. I haven't got to watch it. I wanted to save it and watch it at the same time that you guys did. So we're going to pull that up, and I'm going to play that here in just 1 second. Okay, I got to stop sharing that one so I can share this one. Make sure all the buttons are turned on. So Miyagi girl, this one is for you. It is. All right, let's get that all straightened out. We'll get the old full screen on there, and you guys sit back, relax for a few minutes, and let's listen to what old Miyagi has to say. All right. Come on now. Hit play.
Okay, time for me to do another little critique. And this time we have got no surprises. Some drama llamas happening. on other channels. And I just want to pinpoint something that happened the other night. Sure, we've had some feedback as to what had happened on Stacey's channel and what was said on Stacey's channel, and you'll be able to look at transcripts from both MrCoop and I'd say Tug, and Megan also would have transcripts from Stacey's channel. But what you guys, some of you may not realise, is the same time Stacey's channel was on, Chinny Boy had a channel on also. Now, Chin's had his channel with two Lees on the panel, and they were both head to head, like they were both having their streams at the same time. Now, Chin's channel hadn't actually started as of yet. It was in waiting to stream. So I was in there watching, waiting for the stream to come up, because I had a feeling two Lees would be there on panel, which she was. But Stacey's channel was already playing, and from what I gather, two Lees is saying it one way, but I'm seeing it a different way. I see two Lees going into Stacey's channel and leaving the comments like she said, you know, like, have a good night everyone, da da da, and leaving a big writing for everyone to see. Now, I think she did that to provoke Stacey and the people on the panel because of an incident that happened again earlier on Robbie's channel. So I see it as two Lees going into Stacey's, leaving a comment, and then leaving, coming back into Nine Chin's stream on his panel, and then his stream started. And as soon as his stream started, that's when Flutter came in and told them to basically grow the fuck up. And yeah, she was blocked straight away from doing that. Yet I see it as two Lees went actually into Stacey's channel first, just enticing the whole matter, and just pretending like, oh, I was just being nice, I was just being friendly, I only left a friendly little hello. But we all know why you did it. Two Lees, don't we? We all know why you did it. So it actually makes you look more stupid, shall I say. But anyway, let's have a look what happened from that point, and we'll talk a bit more about it as we go through. Let's have a look.
What the fuck is she talking about?
Who?
Look into the chat.
Yeah?
Hmm.
I don't see anybody. I see your normals. I see your normal, regular people here for a good time.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking in
Oh
stream
my
now.
god, children will be children. Wow.
Children will be children. Wow, she says. Yet Lisa, didn't you go and instigate it by going into Stacey's chat first? Weren't you the one acting like a child by doing that first? Just saying. And let's see how you act. And the people on the panel, let's see how they act. Do they act like children? You know, the ones who you're with now? You know, Chinsey and Tammy J. You know, do they act like children? We'll have a look, shall we?
I guess you end up with shit like that when people can't adult.
Yeah, anyway.
Just really quick. Chinsey here, he sort of tried to push it aside a bit. He said, yep, right, anyway. In other words, he's trying to move his channel along. He's trying to get away from the subject, move along and play the so-called game that they're playing. But of course, we've got Lisa on panel, haven't we? She loves to take over other people's channels. And she also likes to ruin other people's channels. Just saying, Chinsey. Be careful, because you're going to be the next one she's going to ruin. She's going to drag you down with her. But anyway, let's continue.
So, First troll of the night.
See what happens when you don't pay attention? I'm sitting here painting my nails.
We're talking about baseball. Jeez.
I don't know how someone that's blocked me can come in here and say, grow the fuck up.
All right?
Right back
How did
at
that
you.
happen? Wow.
Anyway,
Someone who refuses to grow up.
not even going to talk about that.
Yes, please.
Not going to talk about it, but yet here we are, talking about it.
We don't do that shit here.
Is he a flipper?
Was he a flipper? Now we're gonna use that word flipper a lot, aren't we, Lisa? In this little stream that you did, on Chinzy's channel, you talk about flipping a lot. Is he a flipper? Is he a flipper? Is that a flipper? Now, sure, you're making it sound like you're talking about baseball, but we all know what you're really talking about, don't we? And you even go into it a little bit later, with your 3 flippers, blah, 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 blah. All you're doing is you're enticing, you're encouraging everybody else to, like all the viewers, you're encouraging all them to carry on and call everybody else on the other channel flippers. That's all you're doing. The more times you say the word flipper, the more times your viewers are going to get it in their heads to say, oh, this other stream, they're flippers. Oh, that's all they do. They're flippers. So, Lisa, stop encouraging your viewers by repeating yourself over and over again that other channels are flippers, okay? Because they don't agree with something that you've done, okay? Get over it and grow up. Weren't you just saying not long ago that they're acting like kids, they're acting like children? Well, I think you should have a closer look at yourself, Lisa. Just saying. My opinion. I think you're acting like a bit of a child yourself.
Jackie Robinson answers number 4.
Oh, you said he's a pitcher. Oh, I got it.
No, I asked if he was a flipper.
I don't know.
Is he a flipper? One of these have to be a flipper.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still trying to figure out who the flipper is. I gotta figure out who 3 flippers are.
Like pancake flippers. Answers
Yeah, I
1.
know.
Reggie
Aaron said it's
Jackson.
flipper. We're trying to do investigative work on it. Tammy wasn't the flipper.
Question 15.
Do you notice how Mo is trying to move things along? Trying to just go with the game. She's trying to ignore what Lisa's saying and just continue with the game. But Lisa can't help herself, can she?
Just speak your mind, Marla. It's all good. We're all adults here. We know how to be adults.
Really, Chinsey? You all know how to be adults. Mm-hmm. Haven't you heard one of your panel members there? You know, Lisa? Has she been acting like an adult? I don't think so. I don't think so. Definitely doesn't come across that way, does it? Let's continue.
You think you know people.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. You think you don't.
You don't.
They all take it and turn it around and make it all about other people.
Make it about themselves. Wah, wah,
Oh, God.
wah.
You
Sorry.
adopted, boy.
Yep, definitely acting like an adult there, aren't we, Lisa? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yep, that sounds very adult-like to me, doesn't it, Lisa? Mm-hmm. You're making yourself look more and more stupid. Of course, that's my opinion. You idiot.
Reminds me of those dolls that kids have to bring home from high school and take care of for a day, and it records everything they do.
Sorry enough.
Lies, lies, everywhere. Fucking up the city, breaking my mind. Oh, sorry. Forgot where I was, sorry. You did say who sang, right? Who sang?
I don't know now, I could be wrong, but they just sound like these, these pesty little protesters who have their little tantrums and hissy fits every time they don't get their own way. They go blowing their whistles and blaring the megaphones in people's ears. They've got no other way to retaliate except for just being an annoyance, really. And, well, Yeah, when you put people like Lippy and Lisa together, they would fit right in with these protesters. Just my opinion. Just an observation. I could be wrong. Continue.
All right, boys and girls, you guys get the gist. If you want to watch the rest of it, you gotta go watch it over on Miyagi's channel. That's just a little bit of a teaser for you guys for what Miyagi's got going on over there. So you might want to go watch the rest of it to see where it ends. All right. Thank you, Miyagi, for allowing us to play your video. It's much appreciated, girly girl. I enjoyed it. I will finish it myself when I am done with the show. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Shall we? Oh, beautiful Chihuahua. Something to bark about says, Jack, I think our minds have melded. Think exactly the same, right, Susie? Right? All right, let's get on with the show. We got 330 fabulous souls hanging out to see what old Coop's got to say today. So if you don't mind, boys and girls, please hit that like button or the dislike button, whichever you want. It all counts as the same. And with that being said, please hit it. Share, share, share. All right, back to the rest of our stuff over here. So, Lisa, what is Stacy and Flutter all supposed to be grateful for? Right. Being allowed in your sublime presence. Yeah. According to Lisa, Stacy and Flutter should be grateful for all she has done for them. Huh. What has she actually done? That's my question. What has she actually done? She thinks pretty highly of herself, I think, don't she, guys? I mean, she literally just said they should be grateful. For what? Dragging them into all of this stuff? I mean, if it would have kept going, who knows? They could have wound up on the lawsuit too eventually. So I'm glad they actually decided to stop talking about this stuff. Thank you, Miyagi. Yeah, I'll send everybody. I want everybody, now that they're hooked, I want everybody to go over and watch the rest of it over on your channel. All right. So yeah. Oh, Jack, excellent reveal, Miyagi said, or he says Miyagi, right? Tracy, Frank is it because you worked long hours like myself. I always worked 2 full-time jobs and my working career plus 8 years of college. I just trained myself. Oh, there you go, Tracy. Tell them about it. Tell them about it. Let's get on up here. Let some people get to talking. What do you got to say, Georgina? I don't watch any of their channels, so I don't even know who some of these people are. They're not worth knowing. Trust me, Georgina. Some of them, I know who they are. Some of them, I don't. 9 Dildos over there. He creates a lot of stuff for Lisa, just like Mo Magic does. I don't think she has an artistic bone in her body, so she has to rely on other people to do it for her. Okay, the little brown dog is so adorable, Harry says. Oh my gosh, there's Big Boy staring. Wonder who he's going to go after here in a minute. All right, let's get caught up. Dun, dun, dun. Miyagi, didn't she say last night she was already in the stream playing trivia? Clicked on wrong chat. Oh, but then went live after the fact. Yeah, I'd say so, Nancy or Nanny. I'd say so. That's what I think. Flutter did everything for them. She did modding for Lisa. Come back here. This is Harry talking. She did modding for Lisa and Robbie, and she did the auctions for Robbie, and she was a blessing to them and to them, So stupid, right? Right, Harry? I mean, I think Tug and Megan were talking about this last night. All they were doing was paying her phone bill. Okay. That was it. My phone bill costs, I think Mama said it's like $60 a month for 2 lines. We pay what, $600, $720 a year, I think is what it costs us. So by them paying her cell phone bill and her showing up to Robbie's stream every night that he did his little auctions or whatever it is, I'm sorry, that's way below minimum wage. Way below minimum wage. And they were doing her a favor. Wow. That's interesting. How does that work? Oh, Flea's done what for them? Exactly, Yamaha. What did she do for them? What exactly did she do? Do they sit on her lap while she does their channel stuff lives? Right? No. Hate that attitude. You owe me for what I did. You owe me for what I did for your channel. They owe her nothing. I'm just going to say F-tard. F that turd. I'm just going to say that. Yeah. But we get the meaning, Yamaha. Exactly, man. What did she do? Who does she think she is? Does she think she's like the savior over there? She thinks she's like on a god level or something? What has she got? She's got less than what, 4,000 subscribers. So what did she actually do for Stacy and Flutter? I mean, Flutter literally puts content on her channel. She literally goes out in her kayak and she fishes. Okay. Stacy, she does her selling her rocks and her 3D stuff. You know, they actually create content. What's Lisa doing besides sitting on her ass? Every night she goes live talking crap about Jeremy Hales. Huh. So what did she make their channels or something? Did their channels become 150, 200,000 subscriber channels because of Lisa? Huh. Makes you wonder. Here and after, but would we believe any excuses Flea has? She was in the wrong chat and accidentally went into Stacy's. How do you go into the wrong chat? I mean, we all saw what she said in the chat. So how did she go in the wrong chat and say what she said? Did she mean to say that in another chat? I mean, you guys are sitting there talking about she was in another chat playing trivia. Well, if she was in chat playing trivia, why would she tell them after she's already been in there, hello? She wasn't in the wrong chat. Miyagi nailed it. She went in there with one purpose and one purpose only, and that was to cause tension. What you got to say, Susie? What is only $850 a year out of the other 100,000? Right, Susie. Thank you for the $2 super chat, girly girl. Much appreciated. That'll go a long way for that imaginary 3D printer fund.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much, Susie. And thank you for the comment. That makes a lot of sense. Sure does. She'd had a problem with Stacy going on other channels. Yeah. I mean, now this is just my observation, guys. And mine alone. My observation about this whole thing is Stacy and Flutter want to be their own people. Okay. They want to have their own channels. They want to do their own thing. And it's like Lisa expects them to be slaves to her. They want the more people that Lisa can get to talk crap about Jeremy Hales, the more she's happy. That's the way I look at it. Well, with Stacy not wanting it on her channel anymore, which I totally agree. I wouldn't want it on my channel either if I was her. That takes a piece out of the pie. And I don't think Flutter ever said anything on her channel, but I don't watch her channel that often. But I don't think she ever did a live talking about all of stuff that's going on. So I really don't know. Really don't know. Wow, we got 335 fabulous souls hanging out, seeing what old Coop's got to say today. So guys, gals, if you don't mind, please hit that like button or the dislike button. Teach old ScrewTube to throw us out into the interwebs. All right, let's get back over here, see what else we got to say. Lisa just can't understand that these women don't want the drama. That's right. She's having a hard time knowing that these women don't want to be around the drama. Their channel is not about the drama. They just want to do their own thing. That's right. They want to do their own thing. Have their fun without all the hate. Right. They're tired of it. I mean, she was talking about Diane last night. I guess that's the lady's name. Asking to be, stepped down as a mod. And when all of this stuff with EMEET was over, she would come back. Lisa's like, I don't need you. If you ain't here to support me now, I don't need you then. I need you now, not then. Well, it's her own people telling her they don't want to be part of this anymore. And it's a good thing, because who knows who could get added to the lawsuit next? Why would anybody want that? This has been going on for over a year and a half. Lisa has jumped on this and been railing on EMEET and George and his business. People are getting tired of it on her side of the fence. Now, I could understand if Stacy, had been going on with Lisa just to grow her channel, and she had taken off like 10,000 subscribers from Lisa, but that's not the case. I think that Stacy was trying to get her channel to grow. I don't think that's a bad thing, but she just got tired of it on her channel. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Oh, righty. Oh, and then here we go. That's all. That's all you are, Lisa, is pure hate towards EMEET. Yes, that's right. That's right. That's all she is. Jeremy's trying to destroy all these people. Really? Really? Who is Jeremy trying to destroy? All right, these people all came after him. Lynette and Crook came after him. He didn't go after them. He didn't ask Lynette to say all the nasty things, the defamatory things on the internet. He didn't ask them to plant signs. Well, allegedly plant signs. Let's make that clear. He didn't ask Crook to run all over social media in the local Facebook groups, trashing him and his business. He didn't invite none of this into his life. Not one stitch of it did he invite into his life. But yet when he had enough of it, he took legal action. Okay? He took legal action. This isn't him just trying to be the big bag YouTuber trying to create content. This is him trying to tell people to leave him alone. Well, they don't like it. They just don't like it. That's what it all boils down to. You mean like Bone Crusher did with Larry and Tug? Okay, you're going to have to elaborate on that one there. I got you, Yamaha. I got you. Yeah. Bone Crusher, he was a big, huge EMEET fan. Larry had him, shouted him out. Tug shouted him out. He went from a nobody to a halfway somebody, and then he flipped. Now, who was it we were just listening to a while ago when they were talking about flipping? And Hero Bone Sucker did exactly that. He flipped back to the other side. Why? Because he wasn't getting the proverbial pat on the head from all these big creators. They shouted him out, but he wanted more, and he didn't get it. Well, think about it, guys. Larry's universe is huge. Tug's universe is huge compared to all of us smaller channels, okay? They are huge. So when you go into their chats, they're there to focus on what they're talking about. They don't have time to watch the thousands of messages that are flying up the screen. Well, a lot of these smaller people, like Bone Sucker, and you take Dave Whopper Boy, they all want that proverbial pat on the head. So if they're not going to get it from the big guys, they're going to settle from people that's going against the big guys. Well, Lisa goes against the big guys. So they downsize themselves from the bigger community to the smaller community so they get more attention. That's how they work. That's how it is. So now they're getting praises. Okay, they got all these new white knights showing up for Lisa. You know, everybody's getting attention from her and everybody's getting attention from them. And they're all having a good time. Where before, they weren't getting that attention. They weren't getting what they wanted. They weren't getting the pat on the head. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion alone. All right. What you got to say here and after Nancy? I would hope, but I think she was out way before then. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hey, Max Lab, what's happening, buddy? What's happening? All right. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Yeah. Jack, that sounds really chummy or crummy. Okay. Bet you have some awesome stories. I don't know what you guys are talking about, so have at it. But yeah, that's just my opinion, guys. It's where they made themselves a little small community over there where they could sit around and stroke each other's egos and have fun bashing Jeremy Hales. You know, take stupid Dave Miltos. This guy prides himself on being a commentator. Well, his whole channel was revolved around going after bigger channels, okay, and talking trash about bigger channels. And that's an age-old thing on YouTube. That's what a lot of creators, smaller creators, do. They want the attention of the bigger creators, so they start talking trash about them in the hopes that this bigger creator will notice them. And in the hopes that some of this bigger creators, supporters, will come watch them. It's all for clicks and views. That's all it is. And that this commentator community, yeah, it's just a bunch of hateful little trolls that need attention and they seek it from going after bigger people. Do you realize if Dave would have dedicated his channel to talking positive about these bigger channels instead of just pointing out nothing but flaws, his channel might have grown. It might have grown. That's the way I look at it anyway. I mean, what do they talk about? The honey and the flies thing? You get more flies with honey than you do with salt. So, but you know, that as long as I've been on YouTube, that's always been around where the smaller channels that try to get noticed, they go after bigger channels. It's nothing new. But it only goes so far. You only grow so far when you try and take that road. As a matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, yes, you're going to gain some subscribers, but they're not going to be there to watch you. Most of them are going to be there to see what you have to say about the person that they actually watch. And then when they're done listening to you, they just don't unsubscribe. They're still there as a subscriber, but they don't listen. I mean, if you guys watched one of Miltos' videos, he doesn't get that many people in his chat. He's got, what, 1,700 plus subscribers? And he might have 10, 20, maybe 30 people in his chat. Go figure. Go figure. Anyway, Buffed Old Man, what you got to say? Good morning, young man. How you doing? How you doing? Glad you popped in. Oh, I suppose if they were just sitting there commenting on Hales versus Preston, there wouldn't be a problem. It's the conspiracy to defame and ruin his business that got them in trouble. Nailed it. Nailed it. Right then and there. Nailed it. Perfect. Perfect. You got it perfect. I don't think I could have said that any better myself. Good morning, Shirley. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. 340 people in here. For all you guys that are sitting out there listening on replay right now, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell for all notifications. And if you got just a little bit of energy in you, grab that link and share it on all your social media sites. Let's get the word out. Yeah, let's get the word out. Oh, and I did learn. I am a co-conspirator, guys. Wow. How does that work? You know, the emails between Jeremy and I are just 1 or 2 word emails like, hi, thank you, stuff like that, you know. I built a well that you guys contracted me to build, and I took it to the man. All right. I think he's an awesome gentleman. I love him and George to death. They're cool. But how does that make me a conspirator? How am I conspiring to do anything against anyone? I built a wishing well, a yard ornament, to make fun of Lisa because she's not produced anything out of that $3,000 that she collected for the memorial. So how am I a co-conspirator? Co-conspirator to what? What conspiracy are we conspiring about? That is the $1 million question. When you guys let me know, what is Jeremy Hales conspiring against her to do? Huh. Interesting. Okay, Shell Bell, 1,000%. Oh, come back here. What Shell Bell had to say? Oh, there has to be content besides drama for a channel to grow. Right? Right, Shell Bell? Right. I mean, you're exactly right. Buffed old man, I agree with you. And then she blames everyone else, and it was her. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shell Bell. Thank you, Here and After. Now, you guys hung out over there, you know. I know that you guys hung out and you guys were part of their community, and I'm not going to sit here and expect you guys to bash those guys, okay? But whatever you want to comment in the section, comment place, go right ahead. But I'm not looking for you guys to trash the people if you don't want to. I mean, it's up to you what you say, but don't think that people here expect you guys just to trash them. I think I'm making sense. I might not be, but hey, that's just Coop for you. Anyway, but have you been paid yet, Coop? You know, I haven't been paid a dime, not one dime. I'm going to tell you, all the money that was collected for the well, every bit of that money was spent on the well. Okay. I even took money out of my pocket, which I was more than happy to do to complete the well. Okay. Jeremy Hales has not paid me for anything. So I'm not conspiring with anybody to do anything. Are we having fun mocking Lisa? Yes, we are. Yes, we most certainly are. And there is no laws been broken mocking someone. Now, in her mind, we're all breaking the law. We're all going to be going to court. We're all going to be sued. For what? Making fun of her? Debunking her lies? How is that a criminal offense? How is that even a civil offense? I don't know. But according to Lisa law, we're all evil people. We're all going down to hell. I don't get it. Oh, and where's the money for the... Okay, I don't know what NARN is. Narn. Okay, Jan, I don't know what you're talking about there, girly girl. Elaborate, please. Co-conspiracy for fun, right? Right, Kitten Valiant? I find pleasure and joy into laughing about her and the stupid stuff that comes out of her mouth. Oh, there's Big Dirt. How you doing? Oh, you're doing a carnival. Workers Ferry. All right. All right. Oh, here we go. Buffed old man. Exactly. Well, you're talking to somebody, so I'm going to get off of that. Get off of that. Let's find something else here. Coop, a real week. What? A real wake-up call for everyone will be next Friday, the 23rd, court in Ohio, which is my birthday. That's right. I keep forgetting about that. We have a court date counting down. According to Lisa, this is all going to get thrown out. Everything's going to get thrown out. The federal cases are going to get thrown out and blah, 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 blah. How? Explain that one to me. How does a restraining order in Ohio getting thrown out or getting kept in place have anything to do with the federal cases in Florida? These federal cases were taken out for specific reasons that have nothing to do with the Ohio restraining order. So how is this going to affect the federal cases? Answer me this. Chat, answer me this. Oh, well, no pun intended. That does make you the devil's plumber. Oh my goodness. Here comes Yamaha with some of his classic stuff. Well, let me tell you. Oh, conspirator. Conspirator. Whatever. You're guilty, Mr. Coop. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, Jack and Dirt's having conversations. Oh, Shirley, good morning. How you doing? Love the wishing well. It turned out perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I have had a few people asking me about those things. And I really don't want to build them again, especially for sale. But I've got some neighbors that saw it after I was done with it, and they've kind of inquired. So I think I might jump on the bandwagon with that and make a couple for some of my neighbors just to see how it goes over. It just depends, because as I was making this thing, I went to YouTube because I'd never built one. So I went to YouTube trying to see how to even make this thing. I followed a bunch of different creators' ideas and came up with my own. So as I was making this, I was writing everything down, taking pictures. So if I do reproduce it, I have all the plans already. The only thing I would do different is it wouldn't be nearly as big. That thing was huge. But I am glad that it was light enough for Jeremy and George's son to be able to maneuver around. I watched them putting it in the back of that trailer, and they didn't have a problem. I mean, I'm sure it was pretty heavy, but with the two of them, they were able to get it in there with no problem. I was thinking about building one for Mama, because I know she said she wanted one. I'm not sure about that yet, but it's something I'm going to look for into the future. Shell Bell, I dislike some and enjoy others, as on most channels. So not into bashing ever. If they call me a liar flipper, I got you, girl. I got you. Well, she's just lashing out. Okay. That's what narcissists do. They don't like when people walk away from them. Okay. They think that everybody that's around them, they can control. And when people finally see the light and they leave, they don't know how to cope with it. So they come up with excuses and they lash out. And that's exactly what she's doing. You know, with Flutter, she's lashing out. That's exactly what she's doing. All right, let me get Daisy in, guys. All right, baby dog. Did you have fun outside? Did you get all warmed up? All right. Oh, hoping audio will available for court. You know, Jeremy got the audio, I think, on the first couple of times. I can't remember if he got it on the third time, but I do believe he will get it again. Let's hope that he does. I'd like to hear the audio on the last one where this new pit bull lawyer was in court with him. I'd like to hear that. I think that would be interesting to see this guy telling the judge, I shouldn't have took this case. I have my favorite. Sorry, I'm just getting here. Jay went late. That's quite all right. That's quite all right, Fabes. Long as you're here, girl, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. You're never late as long as you show up. All right. Everybody's saying hello to Faves and Bridget. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She's scared, Shirley says. She is seriously scared. She knows she's going down. If this is a coping mechanism for her, you know, going live on YouTube's to vent her frustration, it's not a very good coping mechanism. I'm telling you that now. Because almost every single day she goes live, she just feeds Jeremy more and more evidence against her. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. But hey, who am I? I'm just a old man sitting over here talking to you guys. Oh, I don't trust our justice system. I pray it does not get thrown out. That would be a horrible day. I don't think it will, because there's been so much that these guys have done to Jeremy with the third party stuff. He's got so much overwhelming evidence of what they're doing. Their whole thing is they're trying to say that Jeremy is using the restraining order as a weapon to intimidate and harass John and Lynette. Well, as many times as Jeremy and George drive by that dump that Lynette and Crook live on, yeah, they videotape. But I'm going to tell you straight up, how many times have you seen daily footage of him driving by? The only time we ever see any footage of when he's driving by is when something stupid is done by one of those morons. Okay, like when Crook was out there flipping him the bird and yelling at him. Well, that's breaking the freaking restraining order. You know, no contact means no contact. So I don't get off where they say Jeremy is following these people around and he's harassing them. If he was literally using it as a weapon, he would have got out of his truck at Ace Hardware, walked in the store, and made Crook leave. That's what he would have done. But he didn't. He stayed in his truck, called the store, talked to the manager, got what he needed, and left. He didn't bother with Crook. He could have. He could have very easily. The flea market. He could very easily go to the flea market on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and harass them and make them shut their booth down as long as he's standing in there. Has he done that ever? No, not once. And now you got these two chuckleheads, even though it's legal in the state of Florida, now they're walking around with guns on their hips. Now explain that one to me. Yes, we have the right to do it, but why are they doing it? Their lives aren't in jeopardy. They claim that they get all of these threats daily. Has anybody ever seen a threat put up on the screen? Lynette loves to post all kinds of stuff on her Facebook. Has she ever posted just one bit of proof of somebody contacting her, threatening her? Nope, not one. But she claims she gets hundreds a day. Lisa claims she gets hundreds a day, but yet nothing's ever been posted. Imagine that. Huh. Makes you wonder, don't it? Let's get caught up here. What do we got here? Oh, come on. Let's see. Bridget, what you got to say, girly girl? Oh, Shelly, it won't. The judge is experienced with Lynette, and in previous hearings, I could hear aggravation in her voice. Yep. Tammy, laugh out loud. The last 3 days, it's been snowing. They say we got almost 2 inches. Oh, you must be up there where it only gets counted in inches. Like, you know, up in Montana and all of those really high places, they get feet. Yes, they do. Buffed old man, Mr. Coop, my wife saw the well and has conscripted me to make something similar out of our native cedar. Thanks a lot. Now, that would be awesome. That would be awesome, one made out of cedar. Yes, it would. I mean, I would have made it out of cedar if I had it available at the right price. But the stuff that I used to construct the majority of it were made out of treated fence pickets. And I got a really good deal on them. So they're not gonna rot anytime soon. That well is gonna be there for a while. I think that the well will definitely outlive me. I have my favorites. The sun just came out and I'm almost blind. We have been having so many gloomy days. I am just not used to it. Boy, is it welcome. It is welcome, but wow, it's hard to see. the screen. Well, we got nice, sunny, shiny day today. I mean, here we go. I'll let you guys see. See how bright this is? Whoo, man, I opened that thing up. We got a nice sunny day down here, let me tell you. And you go out in the sun, and it's warm. It'll warm you up pretty quick. It's the cold, gloomy days that get me. That's what gets me to the bone. All right. Who is Google messaging me? Coop. Oh, 0 inches feet. Here, I live in Billings. That's right. I forgot. Jack lives in Montana. He doesn't have any snow right now. But I bet when he does get snow, I bet it's pretty huge amount. Yeah. All right. We got 365 fabulous souls hanging out to see what old Coop's got to say. So for all you newcomers that have popped in, please hit that like button or the dislike button. Either one. Teach old ScrewTube to send us out into the interwebs. And if you got just a few minutes of your time, please grab the link and share it on all your social media sites. Man, Tickles. Mama's not home yet. She's running a little late. What is today? Friday? I think she's got a blood appointment today. Oh, Shirley, what you got to say now? The only thing that's going on to shut Fleabag up is one of them spend some time behind bars, right? LP and JC were supposed to be arrested. As of yet, of course, Levy County still has not done their job. Well, I don't have any faith in that sheriff's department at all. None. Okay, but I do know a little tiny bit of the judicial system. And when it comes to stuff like this, if they are going to go pick them up, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. They'll just blame it on, bureaucracy within their department. Hopefully they will, but we will see. I don't have any faith in them. They would have already been in jail if they'd have been in Polk County. I can tell you that right now. Grady Judd wouldn't put up with it. Colleen, I'm okay. Hope you are as well. Okay, she's talking to somebody. Yes, 1-4 on the couch and 1-4. Okay, I have my favorites just talking to somebody. Oh, Buffalo Man saying hi. Let's go. Come on, where am I at? Late. Nana, how you doing? Good morning, girly girl. Starving, so decided it's a good morning. Okay. To have the oven on. Yeah. It'd be a good day for that. Biscuits and gravy. Oh, girl, yeah. That, my doctor, he absolutely hates it when I eat the stuff that I love to eat. Mama got burned out on biscuits and gravy. But here lately, she's been cooking eggs, sausage, and grits. Okay, to replace the gravy, she's replacing the gravy with grits. And it's good. It's really good. I like it. I enjoy it. It's just we were having it all the time, and I got burned out on it. So here lately, she's been fixing her biscuits and gravy, and oh, man, I've been missing that stuff. Yeah. But, boy, the biscuits and the gravy, they don't – my blood sugar don't like it. Not at all. All right. Let's go. What do you got to say, Jack? Waiting for them to have her pew-pews taken away as prohibited persons, right? That really shocked me, Jack. That's one thing that did shock me was the fact that they didn't get their firearms taken away on the first one. And according to Jeremy, it was a mistake. They tried rectifying it, but it was a little too late. I am hoping that they get them taken away in this next one. Jeremy wins this next one. I definitely hope they make sure that that's in there because these clowns now are walking around with them on their hips, acting like they're scared. They're not scared. If they were scared, they'd stay behind that damn wall and wouldn't come out filming people that are doing nothing wrong. Come on, I think about it. They've got 4 or 5 cameras on that fence. Why does Lynette have to come out and film anybody that's across the street at Tubetown or down the road at the memorial? Why? Doesn't make sense. If you're so terrified, why are you coming out of your compound and filming people on a public road? But anyway, we are talking about loons after all. Oh, when? What? Will and Travis Video LP walked out of the compound to record Travis and the guest. Right, William? Excuse me, guys. Had to do a little coughing. All right. Nanny, what you got to say? Elemental P looks stupid with the gun on her. The only thing scary about it is knowing she has no brain, right? I'll tell you, if I lived around these two nutbags, I'd be filming every time I left my driveway too. Because you never know. They've gotten so emboldened with nothing being done to them. It's like they're looking for the next encounter. And I would hate, I don't ever want to hear it or hear of it happening, but I got a feeling the next time Crook pulls that thing, he's not going to stop just pointing it at somebody. He's going to do something stupid. I hope not. I really hope not, but that's just my feelings. Calvin, what you got to say? No, they don't, Coop. They get deep snow drifts, but the majority of the time they don't even get a foot unless it's a blizzard in Montana. I don't know. I've never lived there. I know my son lives in South Dakota. I know he gets snow there, but we really don't talk about that kind of stuff. So I don't know how much he gets. It's cool enough here to keep your ice outside. Well, this morning it dang sure was here, but it's warmed up. I bet you it's close to what's the temperature now? Let's go take a look and see what we got going on. Let's update it. It was 50 degrees a while ago. It's got to be hotter now. Come on. Yep, it rose 5 degrees. It's 55 degrees in Central Florida, boys and girls, with the sun shining, saying, I'm going to warm you up. Bridget, how is Little Pepper scary? Huh? She is adorable and smart. Who is Little Pepper? Huh. Okay. I don't know who you're talking to, Bridget. Okay. James, what you got to say? Sorry I'm late. Had to shovel 6 inches of snow off my driveway. You're not late, brother. You showed up. As long as you showed up, you're on time. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. You got your exercise for today. Boy, I don't miss that at all. Living in Missouri, we shoveled a lot of snow. A lot of snow. Oh, they said we were supposed to get 6 to 10 inches. Ooh, of snow. Glad we only ended up with 4 inches, maybe. You got more coming your way, Faves? You got some more coming? All right, let's get scrolled down here a little bit. See what somebody else has got to say. All right. Oh, Randy, you probably already talked about it. What's the next hearing, and has it been delayed? As far as I know, the next hearing is next week on the 23rd, and that is in Ohio. That is going to be, I don't know if they're starting out full-blooded with the hearing evidence and a ruling. I think it's an evidentiary hearing. I'm not 100% positive. But I do know that there's been enough time that this new lawyer has gotten to have got caught up on what's going on. We will find out. What you got to say, Miss Tammy? The last time Indiana got a lot of snow was in 78, over 4 feet. Now we get maybe 5-6 inches most of the time. You know, I think that's when it snowed here in Florida, was in 78, Tammy. Like I said, I live in Central Florida, and it's only snowed on me one time in my lifetime living here. And it was just, you couldn't even count it in inches. I think it was like it was very little. When you walked across the yard, the snow would actually stick to your feet. And when you moved your foot, you saw grass. So that's how thick it was. It was just a dusting, but it was wild. You know, I think it was either 76 or 78. It's one of those 2 years. I can't remember. But yeah, that's the only time. Now up north in the Panhandle and up around there, Last year, they got a bunch dumped on them, but we didn't get any down here at all. Okay, I love biscuits and gravy, but I call it SOS. Oh, shit on shingles. All right, yeah. And use ground beef and toast instead of biscuits. Right. Mama's got these biscuits that she found at Walmart. They're already pre-made, and you just stick them in the oven. It's not like the canned biscuits that come in the raw form, and then you put them in the oven and they rise. These are already completely pre-made. You're basically just putting them in the oven, and they're just heating them up. She likes them because they taste like Hardee's biscuits. Me, a biscuit is a biscuit. Once I throw Tabasco sauce, salt, pepper, and gravy on them, I can't tell the difference. Anywho. Oh, after he pulled the gun out, Wes and his daughter, that's when they should have taken all of the guns away. Well, that's just it, you know. I think they did confiscate the guns whenever they searched and they took him off to jail. But being as he was not prosecuted, he was just let go. I'm pretty sure they gave them back to him, which really sucks. Coop, if anything, they will be arrested next week before Ohio court. Now, that would be a blessing. That would be a blessing, Max. It sure would, bud. Oh, let's get it scrolled up. Okay, where are we going? I thought I seen something. All right. Oh, WPF now. Thank you, Max Lab, for making it where it was read to us. Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Coop and everyone. Good morning, WTF now. I like that handle. I like that name. That's pretty cool. I do. Randy, what you got to think, or what you got to say? I think, if Ohio goes through and not get delayed, I think it will change all of the court hearings. Could be, Randy. Could be. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the bankruptcy. I'm betting a lot of money on that one, because the bankruptcy, just reading the paperwork I have here lately, I think she's going to lose that. I think they're going to give her the debt relief, maybe, but it's going to cost her in the long run. I think she's going to get in some trouble because she's been trying to hide stuff. They might not give her it. Well, let me take that back. I don't think they're going to give her the debt relief, but I think that she's going to get in trouble for perjury. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think she is, because we all know she's hiding stuff from the trustee. Okay. So I think that's going to come back to bite her in the butt pretty bad. Why not? Calvin says, why not? The coldest place in the world is North Dakota, right? I don't know. Never been to North Dakota. I've never been to South Dakota, never been to Montana. I've never been that side of the world in the country. So I don't know how it gets. Now, I have been to Vermont. And when I was in Vermont, I moved to Vermont in November of 85. No, 87. I'm 86. I moved up there in November of 86, right in the middle of November, just before Thanksgiving. And when I got there, I was working on a dairy farm, and they literally had to take a dozer down through the field to clear the snow so the cows could come up to be milked. And when we went down to get the cows, we were on four-wheelers, and my wife took photos of us, and all you could see us sitting on those four-wheelers were just our head sticking above the snow throughout the field. That's pretty deep. Matter of fact, the trailer they pulled onto the farm for the newlywed couple to live in, they didn't get it there in time to put the underpinning up. So all they did was took plywood and stuck it up against the trailer and they push snow up against it just to hold it till spring. Pretty lot of snow up there. I was working on the dairy farm, and then at night I would work for IBM. Well, I didn't work for IBM. I worked for a snow removal company, and there were 4 of us in a truck, and we would ride around the IBM compound, and all we did was 2 of us would sleep while 2 of us would stay awake. The 2 that were awake, one would drive, the other one would get out, and they would throw salt on the sidewalks so the people coming and going for IBM didn't slip and fall. And we would do 24-hour shifts. So 2 of us would sleep while the other 2 drove. That was a good job. That was a good job. They paid us a lot of money to do that job. Sure did. WTF, I wasn't saying anything bad. I was just thanking him for his channel. Huh? Okay, I don't, with the owl, what? That helped read. Oh, I don't, y'all must be having a conversation. I didn't think you said anything bad, WTF now. Oh, Coop, it's 48 degrees here in Jacksonville right now. Yeah, Pickle Tink. Hours jumped up. I think a while ago I checked it was 55, but you guys are up there closer to that cold stuff than I am. Stay warm, girls. Stay warm. I hope you stay warm. All right, Coop. If anything, LPJC will be arrested next week before the Ohio court. Okay, I read that one, Max. Got you, brother. I don't know. I'm hoping because it's going to be an interesting. Because as of right now, Crook's the only one that's been arrested, but he wasn't convicted of any crimes. Spent 40 days in jail. I think if both of them get picked up at the same time, I think it's going to be a very big eye-opener for the 2 of them. When it comes to the child, they're not going to know when the sheriffs come to get them. So I don't know if they have anything set up for if the sheriffs come get them or not for the child. If they don't, you're talking family services. And once that child goes into family services, Crook and Lynette will probably be bonded out the minute they get picked up. But the kid will already be in family services custody. I'm speculating here. I don't know, but this is just my opinion. And if that kid goes into family services, well, nobody I know of has ever came out of family services really fast. So it's going to be a while. I do believe it's going to be a while if that kid gets to go back to LP. I don't think that the child will. I'm hoping that she'll get placed with a family that cares, but we will see. We will see. Oh, Mr. Coop. Peeper is coming or is, oh, Christian. Okay. Pepper. Okay. I got you, Greg. I got you. You talking about Pepper, Christian's child. Yeah. Christian's baby. Okay. I got you. Oh, I'm waiting for the Ohio judge to order JC and LP to appear in court and not on Zoom. That would definitely put a wrench in their pocketbook. It sure will. It sure would. Yes, it would. All right. Big Al, what you got to say? Welcome, brother. Wouldn't that be awesome? And that needs to happen. They should have to show in person because they are definitely not Zoom friendly people. No, they treat Zoom like it's their personal, living room. They don't treat it like they're in court. Let's get on up here. I'm way behind. Oh, here we go. Now I'm up with you guys. Big Al again. I don't have enough faith in the family services. They'll give the kid back to LP in the LP the second. Okay. She gets out of jail. The way they do it, it seems. I don't know. I don't know, Big Al. I really don't know. I know that family services has really let this child down. But once she goes in, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, guys and gals, do me a huge favor. Do not contact anyone, and especially the courts, that we're talking about in this stream. Okay, let WhatTheHales handle all the legal stuff on his end. Just stay away from these people. Don't give them a reason to go after Jeremy for harassment. Okay, because Lisa loves to claim that people are harassing her. I don't harass anybody. I sit over here in my own little world. If she wants to come watch me, that's on her. Okay, any of her minions want to come watch me, that's on them. I don't go and aggravate them. I don't go and talk to them. I don't go and respond to anything they say. I stay away from them. So, okay. All right. What do we got here? Oh, Bone Sucker flipped when JC pointed the poo-poo at West Patty and the 8-year-old. He said that they had no business visiting Tubetown. Well, they have every much right to visit Tubetown as Crook and Lynette have to live across the street from it. And what John did was absolutely wrong. And anybody says that it wasn't, they're just as foolish as Lisa. Just as foolish. All right. The poor kid. She finally gonna end up in another Gypsy Rose. Oh, I hope not, Nana. I hope not. Not the number part, not the murder part, but the psychological part. So don't try to say I'm saying something I'm not. LP acts like the mother, right? Right? She's definitely a loon. She is. Oh, once they take that child, that's when the truth will be told about the child's health. No, I don't think Lynette will be getting the child back, Shirley says. Right on. All right. Where are we at here? You talking to David. There's Big Al again. Oh, Yamaho. Here we go. Same reason LP doesn't want her in school. The child will talk. I got a feeling that child, from everything that we have seen on video, that child craves attention like no other. I mean, complete strangers come to that property and she is wanting attention from them. She runs straight up to them. She wants to be, in my opinion, she wants the attention. She wants the affection. So that tells me that she's not getting what she needs on an emotional level from Lynette and Crook. We all know that Lynette loves to stay on the internet 24/7. Well, that's already been proven, right? As many people have turned on her and talked about her online, that's all she does is live on the internet. I'm surprised that the child even gets anything to eat at night. She's probably too busy playing on her phone. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not part of that household, so I have no idea. I can only go off of what I've seen and heard through video and recordings. All right. Let's see here. What else we got? Let me get caught up a little more. Big Al, I think I read yours already. You would think that we read that one. I pray that if the child is taken, the truth will come out. Prayers, they give her to her relatives. Right, Kitten Valor? Right? I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if they're going to try and hunt down Lynette's sister or mother, or if the biological family can step in. You would think that the biological family would have more rights because, from what I understand, this child doesn't know the grandmother. The child doesn't know the aunt, the sister. So it would be a coin toss. Okay. She doesn't know the biological family. She doesn't know Lynette's side of the family. So you would think that the biological family would have more rights. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I don't know. I sure don't. All right, all right, all right. It's heartbreaking seeing how much that child seeks attention from anyone. Right, Krusty? Right? Exactly. I mean, remember the fishing game guy that came to visit. She was wanting his attention, something fierce, and all she got was yelled at by Lynette. You gotta think of it like this. Look at Lloyd. The child loved Lloyd. According to Fleesa and according to Lynette, the child loved Lisa, which is probably true because she seeks attention that she's not getting at home. What you got to say, Susie girl? Coop, LP mother died or didn't die. She got you, girl. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Susie. Much
Thank you, my
appreciated.
friend.
Go a long ways for the 3D printer fund. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right. Her bio family, not Elemental Peace family. They are whack jobs. Well, Kitten Volunteer, you're right about that. Dose Reality. Hey, kiddo. How you doing? Always the same with this type of abuse, false accusations, playing victim. Amber Heard supposedly got lots of threats, all proven fake by her supporters. Wow. And the threats to Johnny Depp were real. Wow. So, hey, guys and gals, if you have not been over to Dose Reality's channel, she's got some cool stuff over there. She talks about a lot of this stuff. I was pushing her channel there for a little while. I don't know if she's in rotation right now with my mods. But if you guys are not subscribed to her, you need to be. She talks about a lot of good stuff. Let me go see if I can get her link and I'll post it in the chat. This is probably gonna, let's go see. Where are you at, girly girl? Dun dun dun. Scroll. Man, I'm behind a little bit, aren't I? There she is. I can get there now. Channel activity, or we go to channel. So we'll go to her channel. We'll hit this and we'll click on this and we'll get this. Copy. She's got 928 subscribers. Here is her link. So if you guys would like to go check out her channel, if you like what you see, give her a subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications. She's got 928. We got 348 beautiful souls hanging out in the chat. So you guys can easily get her over 1,000 if you guys go over there and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Do I have anything pinned to the top? No, I do not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin her to the top so that way you guys can click it and go and subscribe to her. Oh, I didn't want that. Not that one. That's remove. I wanted what I posted. Dose Reality. What happened? Why did that get deleted? Always the same. Why in the world? I didn't mean to delete that. Hide user ad. I don't want to hide her. Unpin. Why did her comment go away? Channel activity. Huh. Well, I got rid of her comment by accident, guys. But let me get her address so I can pin it to the top. There it is. I got it. Oh, come back here. Pin. All right. Now it's pinned to the top. There you go, guys. If you're not subscribed to her, she's got some interesting stuff. I listen to her, about every other day when she comes out with something. I'm usually a day behind or a couple of days behind, but yeah, she's got some interesting content over there. She sure does. All right, guys and gals, I'm going to send all of you fine folks to the barn. I've got chicken duties to do. And with this fabulous sun out here, I can probably go outside and get some painting done on the project that I'm going to be working on. So you guys all know we're here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually run till about 1 or so. So if you guys don't mind, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, everyone that showed up to hang out with old Coop today. Oh, she has posted Mr. Coop. Thank you. I have my favorites. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And I will see all you guys on Monday.